It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Lawson able to drop him for a loss of 4.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, Cook will fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. First carry for Devontae Booker. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Go.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end.
All right, let's go get it now, all right? Wait, sir. These two.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. K1 short. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could. But let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give it to Williams. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jarrell Casey able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Brad Nortman now, as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown, as his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And the Panthers coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Here comes the Atlanta offense now, ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw is Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we got
the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
On second down, Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hey.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So out come the Falcons now.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Come on now, let's go. Sunday.
Wentz to throw on second down. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Cook stripped. The ball's out. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Wentz going to try and throw on third. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Sanchez with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Wow, that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the 1st down.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Roethlisberger with a give. It's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set! 230.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the... And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready. And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Shorty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The busy night continues for Williams. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Williams. And he's got room. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough one.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And some room to roam now. He's got daylight. 30, 10. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And a short gain here down to the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.